These bitches be trying to rage bait y'all, and I'm finna show y'all how to avoid that shit, how to spot that shit, and how not to be putting money in these bitches' pockets because they trying to make your bitch ass mad. I was not cognizant of this thing for the longest. I'm neurodivergent for one. I'm not big on social media, so I don't know the tactics and the things people do, how some people make money on the internet, especially on different apps. I just thought, get a bunch of views on YouTube, you run your ads, you get a bunch of views, you get brand deals. Same with other apps, you get a bunch of views, you get the brand deals. That's how you make your money. But within that, people find ways to cheat the fucking system. And ways to do that is to incite engagement. Find ways to get people on your videos. It becomes a strategy thing. Now, some people like to go a genuine route. They like to be genuine. They like to be honest, authentic. And they just show up more consistently. They make sure they do high quality content and just make sure they're going above and beyond. Then you have some people that don't want to work as hard. Some people that know they can pick on one particular emotion in the human experience that is always going to foster some type of engagement, and that is anger. And it works like a charm. And it gets all of us before we even know it, before we even know the bigger thing that we're feeding into. And as a Aries moon, I fall for this constantly. And I still fall for it. Even with the knowledge, I still fall for it sometimes. But I have some tricks. Irregardless, some people use that anger to rage bait you. I know you've probably heard that term before. A rage bait is basically them baiting you into rage to get you to rage on their post, to get you to engage with their post. But what you're not thinking about is, people use it a lot looser now. But the way I look at it is, this person is baiting you into something. It's the same with gay baiting. They're baiting you so they can get more engagement, so they can get more money, so they can get more whatever they want out of this. And so they purposefully do things to enrage you. So they may give a hot take, or they may purposefully say things they don't actually mean. They may purposefully show certain traits about them, certain personality, or express certain personality traits that is not representative of them in real life, because they know it's going to evoke a reaction out of you. These are the same thing. These are the same people skills we learned growing up, especially if you've been bullied before. They want a reaction. That is why they're doing the thing. That's not solely why. Well, yeah, that's solely why. They want some type of reaction out of you, whether to get entertainment from it, whether to make them feel better about themselves. They want some type of reaction from you, and that is why they're doing the things they're doing. And in this case, is money. So people will, like I said, put on a fake ass mask. They will say things that they know are inflammatory. They will say things that they know are not true. They will misrepresent facts, because I saw a tweet the other day and somebody was like, well, how do you rage bait a smart person? And they said by sharing misinformation. That's very true, because we all know, like, the internet is the internet, whatever, and we all feel the ways we feel. But at the end of the day, for someone that knows the systems that are going into these things and knows how things on the internet can motivate things in the actual world, motivate things, negative things, possibly positive things in the physical realm outside of the internet, we have to then critique what we're seeing, because it's actively changing people. It's actively causing some type of harm. And so something like sharing misinformation is actually causing some type of harm, whether that's stigma around something, around a group of people, whether that is keeping people from taking a vaccine, whether that is like people or keeping people away from certain health care because they feel like it's going to do something bad to them because of some conspiracy. Things cause harm. And some people purposefully cause chaos and cause harm on the internet for views. Some people will, because a lot of times you can't clock it at first. You can't clock the little things. Because some people like to cause little chaos. They may purposefully spell something wrong. And this is something I learned from a creator that I went to school with growing up. And that was one of his tips in like social media, to like do things like spelling something wrong, because there's going to engage more comments to be like, oh, hey, you spelled this wrong, girl. You know, because people are always finding something to comment on all the things. But I was just like, in my head, I was like, that's a little chaotic to purposefully misspell things. I get the strategy and stuff, but it's like, but it also opened my eyes even more. If people are doing something that simple to garner some type of reaction from somebody, to twist somebody and get something out of them that they know is going to happen, what other things are they trying to do to bait you into giving engagement? Let's go to Twitter, for example. Her father renamed her ex, but we call her Twitter over here. Twitter has a thing where you can get a blue check and you can monetize your account with certain followers and certain whatever. You can monetize your account. And that's why a lot of times you see people having certain reactions towards people with blue checks and this, that, the other. I don't know if you can I don't know if you can monetize without a blue check, because some of the ways people be tweeting you, I'll be feeling like it's rage bait. But irregardless, people get paid based on the engagement on their posts. And this is the standard for a lot of different platforms. But they get paid. And on Twitter, they get paid a pretty good amount for the engagement that they can garner. And so people are going to steal people's posts to make it go viral. People are constantly saying things to garner reactions, whether positive or negative, trying to get some type of engagement. People are making threads or where it's like, oh, post a picture of yourself where you were happy, post if your 90s fine, like doing different things to get people to repost their stuff, to get people to quote repost their stuff, and essentially give them engagement so that they can get a check at the end of the day. That is why a lot of these people show up on these platforms. These people are not like you and me. They're not just I'm not that into it, but they're not like me and you in the sense that we're showing up here for entertainment, we're showing up here for fun. We're not necessarily thinking about a check. It would be cool if we could get a check and go viral and stuff, but that's not our current reality. So it's like, you know, we're not doing things to be getting money at the end of the month, to get our check to pay our rent at the end of the month. That's not where we show up on the internet per se. And so we can think that other people are in this same mind of thinking as us, and they don't have a goal with the things they say and why they do the things that they do. And so like Twitter, back to Twitter, people can steal people's posts from years ago. On Twitter, you see so many different types of conversations getting recycled. Some people's word for word tweets that have went viral in the past getting retweeted, and it gives that person engagement. And at the end of the day, they get a nice little check. They can stir up so much rage. They can stir the fucking pot. And this is why I say, if you like somebody on any other platform, or if you like somebody in real life or this, don't follow them on Twitter, because they most likely are saying the craziest things they can to get some type of reaction, to get to a point where they can monetize, to get to a point where their tweets go viral. Or just sometimes you start to hear some of those internal things that they wouldn't necessarily say otherwise, and it makes you not like them as a person, because it's like, why would you say that? And especially not getting no engagement. Like, you're just saying this shit just to say it. Like, I'm seeing who you are through what you're tweeting. So I say, just don't, if you like somebody, if you got a crush, don't fucking follow them on Twitter. A lot of them bitches coming on there to clock in. And they don't care. They expect you to understand that, oh, this is not who I am. This is just how I make my check. And people that are in the social media realm, they do understand that. But everyday people, we're not understanding why this person said that. Why that person, it's because they're getting paid. And so, for Twitter at least, one thing to check out for, you can check out for their blue check, because a lot of them are paying for it. They didn't earn it. A lot of them are paying for their blue check. A lot of them that with their blue check is pushing their tweets out more and all the things. They're getting paid. Some of them thousands of dollars for stirring the pot, for saying racist things, for saying homophobic things, for starting top against bottom discourse, for starting men against women, women against men discourse. They are getting paid. So they are purposefully going to say inflammatory things to get you to react. And so you need to check for that blue check. You need to, because I think a lot of us are so quick to hurry up and give a reaction like, oh, this bitch, oh, I need to dispute this. This is misinformation. Or, oh, I need to da-da-da. You're not finna da-da-da. This is causing, you see the harm in what's being said. You see that the actual harm that could be from these tweets. And like you're trying to mitigate that, or you're trying to, whatever the reason is that is evoking a reaction out of you, is doing it. And so what I implore you to do is just think about it sometimes. Look for that blue check. Look and see if this person tends to say stuff like this all the time. Look at how they react to other people in the comments. Sometimes they'll be even more inflammatory, or they do it under the guise of a joke. And all the things, just to make that person even more rageful, to comment even more, and all the things. Just see how they move, and then see if you still want to talk shit. See if you still want to give them engagement, because you're essentially putting pennies in their pocket in that moment when you post that. So you need to see, like, hey, is that worth it? Like, like this bitch, I don't like this bitch. Don't want this bitch to be getting paid off of what they just said? Then I don't need to engage with it. And that's my rule of thumb with Twitter now. Some things, if I feel like, it's a regular person or something, they may not be getting paid off of whatever, and they actually are having harmful things, and discernment, I still be giving in to the people that actually be purposely doing stuff, and then I think later like, oh shit, that was rage bait. Just use your discernment, basically. On TikTok, I know a lot of conservatives do this to get their messages out. They say inflammatory things. They say the most wild, obscene things to garner engagement, and they know that a lot of, MAGA and people thrive off of hate. They know homophobic people and bigots thrive off of hate for whatever their thing is. And so they're going to say the most off-the-wall things, the most hateful things to garner an audience, but to also get a reaction out of people. To get people reposting that stuff. To get people to stitch them, duet them, to get people to make videos about them, to get people to add them and get more people on their page. They do these things on purpose. And that's why a lot of times you'll see someone creator purposely not duet that person, purposefully not stitch that person, because it's ultimately going to give viewership back to that person. People can easily go back to that page, so they cut that off by screen recording something or by doing whatever, because they know the game that's going on, and these people are getting paid off of these things. Boosie, don't think he ain't getting paid for being homophobic, child. Whenever he say something crazy, whenever Dr. Umar say something fucking crazy, don't think they getting paid. They not getting paid in some type of way off of this. It's the reason they're so comfortable to say these things, and they constantly have things to say negatively about certain things, especially on the internet where it can be shared and talked about and whatever. Because even if it's not that specific thing isn't giving them direct money, it's like an ad, and they can go places and people can see this thing, and it'll garner an audience to get them on the post that actually do get them money. But irregardless, even on Instagram, yeah, there are pages dedicated to posting other people's content. It's not this person's content. Garner things like homophobia, to garner, like the shade room. I don't know if the shade room and stuff getting paid. They got to be getting paid for them to be having staff and all that. They getting paid. These blogs and all these things, they get paid for the engagement that you're giving them. They, even if they don't say the most heinous things, they have garnered an audience where their audience says heinous things in the comment section. And when you engage with those people in the comment section, you're giving this blog, you're giving this person even more engagement that they can get paid off of down the road. Even if not directly, then down the road, you're helping them to get paid off of your rage and hate. And a lot of times, sometimes it is good to get that off your chest. But essentially, for me, at least, it's not worth them getting a check for me to rage on them. Maybe not to even engage my posts, or maybe not to change their ways or change their opinions, or this, that, the other. What's another app, child? Them the three main ones, and that's like the basis. And even YouTube, people will make YouTube's conservatives. I hate saying conservatives as a whole, because some conservatives have very liberal views. They just consider themselves conservatives. And then you got other conservatives that are like MAGA, that are like actually conservative and want to conserve racist things, homophobic things about this country. And they make videos. This bitch right beside me. This hoe right here. This bitch. Wait, what's her name? I keep wanting to say Tasha Campbell. Sorry to you, Tasha Campbell. I'm not talking about you. But this bitch. Oh, this bitch. What's this bitch name? I ain't gonna say her fucking name. I'm gonna type it and I'm gonna put a picture. This bitch, she is walking rage bait. She gets paid off of people saying shit about the things she said. Oh, her name almost came to my head. Oh, it almost came to my head. She gets paid off of them that weird ass shit she be fucking. That weird ass shit she be yapping. That's why you have people like a Charlie Kirk. You have people like her. They have these straight faces. They don't give a lot of emotions a lot of times. It's very little psycho, if you ask me. Not to diagnose nobody. It's a little psycho. They show little emotion when they're saying these things. And they know it's going to get under your skin. And they know what they're doing. And they want a reaction. Even if they're not getting paid right then and right there, they want a reaction. They want the engagement. That's why they're doing what they're doing. And you have to not give it to them. It's really, really, really hard at first. And it's really hard to avoid. It's really hard to not give in. Sometimes you give in. That's normal. I give in a lot. But I'm just here to let y'all know. I just want you to take everything I've been saying into account. These bitches getting paid off of your rage. Now, if that's worth it to you, go ahead. But now that you have this information, I want you to take in everything I've said. I want you to go watch other videos about this. I want you to look at other tactics people use and different things, and just you'll start to garner some discernment about it, and you'll be able to spot it better when it's happening, and you'll know when someone's trying to fish for engagement, fish for rage, and all the things, because that is one of the emotions that's going to garner the most attention. Because people aren't going to get attention for posting their cute pictures and this and the other, because people be fake and they don't want to engage, and they know that. Everyone is not going to want to clap for you. But everyone will be waiting for your downfall. Everyone will be waiting to hate on you. Everyone will be waiting to say something rageful and anger, in anger and all the things, because that is the thing that get them fingers tapping the fastest. Not to say, oh my gosh, you're so cute, but to say, bitch, what are you talking about? Who you talking about? They know to get them fingers moving the fastest, and that's why they use it. And you have to use your discernment. You have to not give them engagement. You have to suffocate them bitches. Not physically, but you have to suffocate, not give them engagement, not pay them no attention. Not because you're taking a high road, but because you don't want them to get paid. You don't want their pages to grow. So yes. Don't let these bitches rage for you. There's bitches watching this right now that's getting raged for just because I got dangling earrings in my ear. They're just hateful. Irregardless, don't let these bitches rage you into a check. Fucking up your mental health. That's the camera. Fucking up your mental health for a check. Don't let them do that, America. And with that, I deed you all the day you deserve. And those that I like, I deed you a great day. And I hope you all have the day you deserve. And I'll see you all soon. Bye. See y'all later.